So I'm a long-term member of the recovery community, and in 2009 I met my co-founder Robin McIntosh in the Bay Area, and that was when we first started talking about the state of addiction apps and how poor they were, how little engagement they got, and how our friends in the recovery community weren't enjoying the technology. Right now, if you have a kind of a low severity addictive behavior issue, you have a couple of options. You might go to a community support group, you might go to private therapy, or the next step up would be going to an outpatient treatment program and then an inpatient program. And what we saw really was that a lot of those services were designed around face-to-face interaction, having to be somewhere at a given place and time, which is already kind of a problem for addictive behaviors because you're triggered all the time. So on the access point, Workit is available anytime, anywhere. So the big game changer here is that before you had to kind of fit in the time to get to a meeting, to get to a therapist, somewhere in your day, and so depending on your lifestyle, that's prohibitive for a lot of people right there. We are thrilled to be in Ann Arbor. So I am from Michigan originally and have been in the Bay Area for the past 7 years, but when we went to start a company, there are a couple factors that came to mind that made Michigan make a lot of sense for this particular company. And so it's a big homecoming there, coming back to the University of Michigan environment, where I had deep roots in terms of the clinical network. A second factor is really just understanding that there's this growing startup scene here and that there wasn't the resources in terms of customer outreach, in terms of building talent, pipelines, were not as tapped out as in the Bay. You know, Spark was really one of the first service providers that provided us tangible, real help. But what was most helpful for us from Spark was really tangible things that we really needed. So we needed interns, we needed ways to build up our operational capacity before we could actually have full-time hires, and so we got support there to pay them and kind of grow that way. We got funding support in terms of services grants, which was really important to us. It allowed us to bootstrap a lot longer, kind of helped us grow from being Robin and I kind of cranking away these crazy hours to like creating this community around us that was allowing us to really scale Workit forward.